Vegas Views, Dawn Sullivan, Torres Ingram, and I am so excited today. We have a very good friend of ours, Kiera Johnson. She's here today with us, and we are going to talk about some really cool and funny topics, and I really don't know where this show is going to go, but I will tell you something. You're not going to want to miss this one, so let's get started. Welcome to Tuesday. Okay, so today's Tuesday, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Torres, how was your week?
It's been good. How about you?
You had a good week.
Yes,
Good. You look good. You look healthy.
Thank
okay. Hi, Kiera.
Hi, honey.
Thank you so much for having us.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much for being on our show. I was going to say thank you so much for having us on your show because she's about to take over.
Yeah, it's about to be your show.
I know it's about to get. Yeah,
No,
Kiera's not quiet, just so you know.
I'm very quiet. I'm shy. Very demure.
Very
mindful.
demure, very mindful.
Oh, Lord.
So your week was good.
I had to think. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
good week.
Good
Okay, no,
week.
she's an honest person. She had to think. So right on commercial, before we came on, we were just talking about specific things, and we got into the topic of restaurants, and I had said to these guys, "Oh, you guys have never been to Dick's. If you have not been to Dick's restaurant, you guys need to get to Dick's restaurant. I had been there. That's the place that they fuck with you so bad. They mess with you. They put salt in your food. They write crazy hats." They just are really.
They call you names.
They call you names.
It's
and
great. I want to go real bad. It's on my list. It's at the top of my list.
See,
Call me names. Make fun of me. Like, tell
See-
me I have a big ass head. Because, yes, I do.
so you are lighthearted enough to take that. I was sitting there
Oh
like
my
this the
God.
whole time.
That looks
are they
like, that sounds like
serious?
so much fun to me.
That is insane.
Can I make jokes back at them, though?
Yes,
Is that
but
allowed?
yeah, no, of course.
Then I would have a good time.
Then I would have a
No, you
great
can make
time.
jokes back at them,
Okay.
but the more you do that, then they engage more.
Oh, I love
I'm
that.
from the South. They
I love that.
They
Yeah.
have a
Oh, we
amazing-
can go at it.
They would have
friend.
an amazing sparring partner.
What?
It would be lit.
Listen, me and Torres know you go low, I go to hell, baby. What's
You guys are
From the
definitely
basement
not.
of Satan.
You guys are definitely not sensitive because I was so sensitive and I was like, I'm just gonna not say a word back. I'm gonna give them the most massive eye roll.
Mm-mm.
Still didn't work. They wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. This was a while ago too. They wouldn't. Today, I'd probably be worse. I've gotten
Not
sensitive.
you'd be worse.
I'd be worse.
I just knew you were about to say today. It'd probably be a little better. No, today
It got worse.
it'd be
It'd
worse.
be worse. Yeah. I'm not good at like being roasted. Could you be roasted? Like, if we roasted you, would you be okay with that?
Yeah. Oh my! Give me your best. Give it to
See,
me.
I couldn't handle that. I would get so upset. I don't like that. Even when I watch roasts, whose roast did I watch recently?
Tom Brady.
I did. I watched the Tom Brady roast yesterday. I told you about it.
Yeah.
And I was like offended for him. They went like so low on talking about his ex-wife, Giselle.
Some of that
and-
shit about Giselle. I
That
was
was
like,
that was like a stinger.
that hurt.
It hurt.
Yeah.
I don't
He took
get
it on the chin, though.
He did.
He took it
took
on
it
the
like a
chin.
champ.
I get comedy. I understand comedy completely. Yeah, it's funny, but when you're like some stuff like that, like your divorce and cancer and like going at bald people for cancer, it's like whoa.
Well, comedy back in the day was really centered around offending people because a lot more people had more tough skin back then. Don't you think? You look at the Dave Chappelle's. and
Here
people
we
who-
go. I knew.
I mean,
I knew
if we
he was
look
gonna
at
get
like Richard
started.
Pryor,
Yeah, Richard Pryor,
Like-
like Bernie Mac, like all that stuff was offensive. Like that stuff would not, let alone get a Netflix series. It wouldn't be
Facts.
able to be aired or have people buy tickets for in today's time.
what's that one dude? Arnez J.
Mm-hmm.
Like all them people.
See, I think it's funny. I just don't want it to be at me. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm being honest. Like I don't
That's
have
fair.
that kind of skin.
That's
like
fair.
keep me out of it.
That's
I
fair.
get enough hate on media. Can I tell you that this is a good opportunity for me to tell you guys? So nobody asked me how my week was. My week was good.
Okay,
I'm
first-
just kidding.
I asked you when you asked me.
God, I sound so sensitive.
No,
today.
I said my week was good. How was yours?
I'm
And you
just
said-
kidding. I'm just kidding. So
She wasn't kidding.
No, she
no,
was not.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. What was
okay. I
This-
have
I
a
love
feeling
this.
I'm about to get picked on today. I
love
was
this.
hoping we were going to get picked on. No, but I do understand what you're saying. Back in the day, it was a little bit more so like making fun of people, joking on people, rather than today, people are easily offended. I am not easily offended. I just don't like the whole going in one environment to roast one person and everyone's at that one person like the place dicks. Because then
Yeah.
you're targeted. If you get picked, that's it. But comedy, I understand. That's
Right.
what it is. Making fun of things, but making fun of the things that are true are the funniest. So
Right.
yeah, that's humans and that's people. Because true stuff is funny.
the funniest?
Yes,
A,
true
a,
stuff
new,
is
a
funny.
newer comedian right now, Matt Rife. He's a younger
He's
guy.
funny.
He if you're in his front
Hilarious,
row,
actually.
it's over for you. And people pay top dollar for those front
get
row seats
up.
to
And
get
Nick
it.
Jackson.
Yeah.
You know, so it's even happening in today's time. He gets a lot of strife for it, but he's actually growing to one of the top comedians, and he's very young. I think he's in his mid-20s,
I've
like
never
me.
seen him. I gotta check him
Yeah.
out. Yeah, that's
And Nate
pretty
Jackson has
Yeah.
he has entire shows. People pay to come to his club, and they sit down, and they know for a fact that when he comes out on this stage, he has not a single joke prepared. Everything that he does when he gets on stage, he's making fun of people.
cool. So there's sick people like you that just want to
Dead
get
ass.
in front of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how passionate she just became. Yes.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
there,
I'm
make
sick.
fun of me.
Yeah. Oh wait. Sick.
Let me give you a little background on Kiera. Kiera is not only an actress, a commercial model. She does a lot in the entertainment business, but a huge talent. We went to IMTA, and she did really great there. What did you win? Don't be like that.
Yeah, you gotta say it.
What did you win?
I won first in monologue.
First place in monologue. She had the best monologue. It's actually a really cute monologue. It's about her turning 30, right?
Yeah.
Which she's a little bit older than 30 now, but it's about turning 30, and it's hysterical, and it's so her.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of nonchalant. She doesn't give a shit, and it's kind of like her personality. It was just absolutely amazing. But she won, so congrats on that win. Because she won, and she was kind of just like, oh yeah, that's just a thing. Like,
It's
she's
fine.
so, I don't know. Everyone is so different. I win something, I'm look what I did, and you win something, you're like, shut up, guys. Like, I'm good.
It's fine.
Like, yeah, it's fine.
It's
It's
fine.
amazing. I'm really proud of you.
Thanks.
So Kiara's an amazing talent. She's also a little kooky, and she has a lot of opinions. So let's talk about you're kooky sometimes. Yeah, let's talk
I
about
don't know if I should be offended or.
kooky's a good word. You're like
I'm a little off. You right. Okay.
the kooky off,
Yeah.
slightly
Short but shouty.
Aren't we all though?
Short but shouty. Are we allowed to say that here? That shit was funny. Short but shouty. I never heard that before.
Really?
I know.
There's a whole song about it.
It's a whole song.
Soulja Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I just learned the one
Freaky
song.
Friday.
Oh my god, that is okay.
Screaming.
I want to make a movie out of that, but I know Freaky Friday was a movie. Have you guys ever seen? You guys better start writing in right now. Have you ever seen Freaky Friday the movie? Okay, and then there's Freaky Friday the song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like-
Chris Brown and Lil Dicky.
Yeah,
Chris
every
Brown, Lil
person
Dicky.
probably knows that. And they're like, this lady just found this out. Yes.
The
The,
song's kind of
the
old.
video, no, the song is old, but the video is epic.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, this guy trades place with Chris Brown, and it's just hysterical. I think it should be a movie. I want to do that. Trade places on a black man and a white man, and see what or a black girl and a white girl, and see what the movie's about.
Genuinely, I think it'd be funnier if they were women.
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
Yes. Let's talk about black and white culture real quick while we're at it. Okay, let's do it real quick. So just so you guys know, there are things that we learn from each other, right? And Kiara has opened my eyes a little bit, and hopefully I've opened your eyes a little bit too. I'm hoping. And Torres has opened my eyes a lot. Race is race, but culture is so different. And when you learn someone else's culture and you try to place somebody else in your culture, it is really, really different. Really, really unique.
tough.
Like, she'll bring me in her world for 2 seconds, still not cool enough for the barbecue. What is it, the cookout?
The
It's the cookout.
It's the
baby.
cookout. not the
I think
barbecue.
she's
We've
made
ta-
cookout.
We've talked about
She just
this.
can't bring any food, but she could be there.
I'm not there yet. I just know I'm not there
no,
yet.
No, okay, I can give you that. She can bring the napkins.
Yes.
Yes, but
The-
don't
the
cook
paper
anything.
plates.
Yes, but
Yeah.
she'll be there. She'll,
Okay,
she'll
yeah,
wobble,
you can
do the
come to the
wobble. We taught her the
cookout.
wobble it dance and everything.
But she can't
like-
wobble. They played it at her party.
I wasn't very good.
I missed it.
You missed it?
It was right before.
Someone filmed me do it. Yes, and
Uh,
wobble, wobble, wobble. I
yeah.
tried it again, and I was like, no, I didn't remember. So I got to get that dance down.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but
but-
we did teach it to her.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, I think. Okay, she can come to the cookout.
Yes.
She can bring napkins for now, and then she can't make food though until she masters the Tamia dance.
That's fine.
Okay.
But she
okay,
could-
so
she
there's
could
a
come to the
stipulation. Okay. All
That's-
right.
that's
This
fine.
sounds so racist.
And it'll never be the mac and cheese.
This
You'll never be
I
the
know.
mac and cheese.
I know. I already know.
Or
You
the
told me
potato
about-
salad.
Potato salad, mac and
Okay,
cheese. You already told
yeah,
me. This
okay.
sounds so racist
Lord
to
have
certain people,
mercy.
but this is all out of love. We love each other so much, and we teach each other so much. That actually, one thing on a serious note that you taught me about racism that I didn't know existed Kiara had told me how, she had felt a specific way about going in specific places and, what the view was like for her. And then she kind of gave me a little bit of a job, like, go do this and tell me what the outcome is. So I went into an Ulta, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what I did, but I did what she told me to do, and I saw exactly what she was talking about, and it opened my eyes so wide to really what American culture is like for different types of people. And I was mind blown. I was like, no way.
I think I was with you when that happened.
Well, no, that was the second
That was
time.
the second time,
when
okay.
me
But
and
the Christmas
Donna,
stuff,
when we get the Christmas stuff.
Yeah, it didn't happen again.
It happened
It
again.
just shows you a little bit of the privilege. Like, because you're like, no, it's not there. It
Because
doesn't
I
exist.
said to Kiara, I'm not privileged. Like, why would you say
like,
to
white
me,
privilege isn't a thing.
white privilege is not a thing. Like, I worked hard. This is me in my mind prior to the conversation with Kiara. I said, I have worked hard for everything that I've ever had in my life. I bust my ass. No one gave me anything. And then she woke me up a little bit. Did I get free college? Absolutely not. Did I get, no, not things like that.
We're not saying it was handed
Right,
to you. We're just saying there's simple things in life are made easier.
Absolutely. And since you pointed it out
it's
to
the
me,
little things.
since you pointed it out to me, I've seen it more so, and more so. Am I grateful? Yes. Do I think it's wrong? Yes. Because then when we were out and I had made mention, it was myself, him, and Donna, and we were going someplace. We were putting the stuff in the trunk of the car, and I said, Torres, I just saw what Kiara was talking about again. We leave the store, and I'm pushing the cart. I have the receipt in my no. He's pushing the cart. I have the receipt in my hands. I go to hand the person the receipt, and they go like this to me.
Yep.
The lady before me was African American. They took her receipt, and the man behind me was African American. I turned around. I said, no freaking way. They're gonna take his receipt. And I turned. They took her receipt, waved us off, and then took his receipt.
And if roles were reversed, if I was holding the receipt and you were just walking with me, they would have took my receipt as well.
Yeah.
Regardless
if you weren't there, if you weren't with him, if it was just him, they would have took the receipt.
It happens every time. But the thing is, I'm glad that Kiara pointed that out, but a lot of people in our community don't really take offense to it. We just kind of understand.
Yeah. By the time we become adults,
clear it up. You mean the African American community,
yeah,
the black
community.
Yeah. Like by the time we become adults, we understand that it's a thing.
Yeah.
So we don't even think about it. Just like, I guess, I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but just like I guess white people don't see their privilege.
Yeah, we don't.
Really see it on a day-to-day either. Like if we look for it, we can go point it out. But by the time we're adults, it's become a part of our lives. We know that here's my receipt.
Yeah, it comes with it.
Like there's certain things that we know.
Yeah.
That's gotta be.
There's conversations that we have with our kids. Like there's
maybe being on the opposite side of that. That would infuriate me. Like if because you're right, I'm privileged. Okay, I wake up tomorrow, and I'm treated differently because of what?
Because you got dark.
I get me a tan.
Yep.
And I'm
make it look real good. Though.
Yeah, they might start looking and give you some receipts because it's like, she might not be white, she might be Hispanic or this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Do you think all people feel like this and believe this, or do you think it's just you guys and your life experiences, or do you think majority of African American people and Caucasians feel this way? First of all, do you think that white people don't know they're privileged?
Most white people.
Most don't.
People, white people.
Some do. Most don't.
Yeah.
So from a majority standpoint, no. They're not sensitized to it. They don't feel it.
Right.
Sure.
It's kind of like the muscle memory thing with us that we just know that it's going to happen. They just know like, okay, this is my life.
And it's also the thing where you said, you're like, no, I worked hard for this. That is where most of them go, well, no, I had to pay for my own college education. I worked hard like everybody else. No, we're not saying you didn't work hard.
Right.
What we're saying is you don't have to show the people at Walmart your receipt.
Right.
Because they assume that you paid for your shit and they assume that I didn't.
I kind of like what Kiara said, and I want to piggyback off of that. To differentiate between the two, we have to put our merit to the forefront. Y'all don't have to really explain your merit. It's kind of already perceived that you have the merit from it. So like how you said, I paid for college. So did everybody else, but nobody's thinking about that because of what you look like. That's just a reality.
Yeah. No, I see that, and I disagreed with you.
It's like if I say I have a degree, and you say I have a degree, and they say, oh, Dawn, that's great. Kiara, let me see it.
Right.
Wow.
Or,
let me see the paper. Where is it?
Or
is that real?
Yes.
Or sometimes you get that kind of pandering.
That's really screwed up.
Yeah.
It
Or
happens.
In the inverse, there's some pandering that goes on. Like here, say I have a
Mhm.
degree today. Wow, that's so amazing. That's so profound. And maybe you on the flip side would be like, kind of expected.
Yep.
You know, they
Why
kind of
wouldn't she?
they kind of glorify that because they think
Yeah.
for being a minority group it was so much harder. And then you was like, you know that.
But
What's
but let me ask you a question then. Okay, so let's get into the guts of this because you and I have had this conversation, and I do appreciate you and thank you because you have opened my eyes to so many things that I'm like, she's not nuts. Like, okay, this is like,
I'm a little nuts.
yeah, no, you're a little nuts. I was like,
Okay.
first, okay, one, she's not a
Yeah.
racist. Two, she's just race based and she understands, and you woke me to that, so thank you. So let's get into the guts of it a little bit. So you and I start on the same playing ground. Let's just say I'm white, you're black. Let's take this. We both get dumped into foster care. You're in foster care. I'm in foster care. I get whatever foster family. You get whatever foster family. It's time for us to go to school. Is there going to be something different between you and I? But we're both in the foster system.
Is there gonna be?
I guess my point is this. Do you guys feel like the upbringing, who you're raised by, and all of that has anything to do with your
Absolutely.
steps
Absolutely.
further, or we get the same foster family,
No.
the same
No.
thing? Is it going to be different because I'm white and you're black?
There will be differences in how people treat you, not necessarily who we are as people.
Mm-hmm.
There would be differences in if we were given the exact same set of cards.
That's what I'm saying. If we're getting the exact same set of cards,
Right.
Would you achieve more than me? Would I achieve more than you? Would I have
Not
more
necessarily.
opportunities than you? Is what you're saying? Do you
Yeah.
Yeah, you get more.
You would
opportunities,
absolutely have
for
more
sure.
opportunities.
With that being said, then, because I know there's a lot of white people watching this right now, and they're saying, okay. And when I say you guys, I'm not clumping you up. You
No,
guys.
I
I'm
get
gonna
it, I
say
get
you
it.
guys. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys
Sure.
have
You
your
people.
own. You people. You people have
Don't
your
say
own.
that in public, okay, honey?
I'm not allowed to say you people.
Yeah, don't say that
that's
in
Please,
public.
please
okay.
don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah, you can say it with us, just not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys. You guys is still okay.
You
It's-
guys are
You
just
guys are trying to get me jumped. Like, seriously, I'm gonna
It's
be
a-
like, you people need to calm down. You're gonna get me in a fight.
It's a safe space here.
Here is a very safe space.
Yes.
Don't go outside and say that.
Please.
No. Okay.
Uh-uh.
So let's just say, you guys. I'm saying you guys, or you people. What are you guys? Okay. You're gonna get me so hated. I have enough hate on social
You
media
too.
today.
You too.
Okay. You two.
Mm-hmm.
TWO.
Yes.
The two of you.
Yes.
Just you guys have your own network. BET.
Ugh.
Own schools.
Yikes.
Hold on.
Listen.
Wait.
All right.
Own schools. Your own schools.
All right.
You have schools. I know what you're gonna say to me, but you have a month.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
You have. I know where you're going. You're gonna say this to me. So, from a white person's perspective,
Mhm.
I feel like, and this could be my privilege. Please educate me. Don't be mad at me. Educate me. I feel like a lot of white people would come back and say, Dawn, I see what you're saying on your show with these people, these guys, these two individual people. But what about the flip side? There are schools that only you can go to that I wouldn't be able to go into.
Untrue.
But every college would accept both of us. If it's like not a black college, you and I can go to the same school. But if it's a black college, they're gonna alienate me.
Untrue.
Very untrue.
There are colleges that are only
No.
No.
HBCUs
They-
are primarily
Black.
black. They are not only black.
And we.
Every HBCU will have a percentage of their population that's white. It's just a minority
so
percentage.
they let us like two white people.
Oh my
into
God!
just
Like they let us at the PWIs. That's
1000%.
great.
Every school I went to was a PWI.
You believe that they
The school I went to is like 10% black
Yeah, 1000%.
and 90% white.
There was 10 black people at my first college in Michigan.
Like,
What
please
college did
stop
you go to?
playing.
Michigan?
Alma College was a liberal arts college.
You okay?
Liberal arts.
Oh,
and they're
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that. I was there one semester.
yeah.
okay,
yes.
and they're
Okay.
okay, and you're saying that you were 10%
1 of 10.
black.
1 of 10.
No,
Like
not
10
10%.
10 people.
1 of 10.
1 of 10 people. That was.
So yes,
that was-
there.
So explain that to me. Why do you think that is? You think that they only let black people in, that amount of black people in.
I don't know that it's a matter of that is not a conversation. Listen, I'm not getting canceled.
I think it's
cancel.
Listen, I am not getting canceled. Nope. We can have this conversation when there are no ears.
I'll clean it. I think it's a two.
He said, "I'll clean it up."
Go ahead, Torres. You got it,
I think
fam.
it's a two-way street. I think it's partially who's doing the enrolling.
Okay.
And I also think it's the black people that want to go to these schools.
Also true.
Majority, all except I think 2 out of the 10 that were at Alma College when I went my freshman year, we all played sports. So we were all there on scholarship. There was only 2 that willingly went there.
No, you guys are talking about pretty small towns. Yeah,
Alma College is
and then where was
small.
yours?
It's Michigan.
I don't know technically where. I guess it's in Spanaway, Tacoma, Washington. It's not super small. It's a suburb of Seattle.
So I guess also I'm programmed New York City because when I grew up, it was very, very different. Let me tell you, I grew up. I think I was white. Well, yeah, I know I was white.
I think I might have been
I think
white.
I was probably white back then.
Maybe.
A lot has changed. No.
Screaming.
I identify as black now.
Oh Lord.
Stop. For a minute, they said I own the black agency. Did you hear that?
Who said that?
Oh, the Frank Perillo. Yeah, I said it.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah. I know. Oh, I'm just sorry. I love you. Oh, we got to take a 2-minute break. But before we take the 2-minute break, but seriously, being from New York, I grew up. It was black, white, Asian, Filipino. Every person I knew, Caribbeans, but every person I knew had some sort of Puerto Rican something in them because Puerto Rican's a mix of just everything anyway. Mm-hmm. So it was like a larger population of Puerto Rican people. It wasn't like, oh, you're black. Oh, no, you're white or you're privileged or you're not privileged. In my generation back then, it was not like that. So when they say back then it was more so like that, I disagree completely because I grew up in it. And in my schools, it was, you kind of just got along with everything.
Yeah.
I know.
Like that's not
I'm
the
so
South. That's not
grateful.
that.
Yeah.
That's not.
It's not Sweet Home Alabama.
Right.
I'm so grateful.
Like no. Mm-hmm. It's not like.
I'm
that.
so grateful because it took me a long time in my adult years and living other places than New York to understand that it is not like New York. Like New Yorkers, we don't see it like other people see it. And don't get me wrong, is there race in New York? Like, is there racism in New York? Both directions, every which way. Yes, everyone's like, this one hates this one and this one hates that one. And yeah, but it's not like in other places. Like, the stories you guys tell me, mind is blown. Mm-hmm. Like, I almost like, okay, that shit's not real. Until I tested it for myself, I did not believe you. Again, thank you for educating me on that. We'll be right back. We're taking a 2-minute break, and then we're going to talk about something really interesting when we get back. I have a story to tell you about this girl. Actually, she has a story to tell you. We'll be right back. Yes, you do. We're going to talk about weight loss.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century. Traditional TV is
was Cucumber. I am Malik Brooks Bay, here to talk to you about our film Hip Hop Dreams. But before I get to that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background. Started out acting, then I moved into writing, then I moved into directing, which led to my first short called The Revolutionaries. Then, years later, made a movie, my first feature called Heroes. Now you can see it on Tubi, and you can see it on Shine TV and some other platforms. And then after that, I made a movie called Surf for Life, which you can see on Amazon, Shine TV, and some other platforms. But now, which brings me to the next feature I plan to make, which is Hip Hop Dreams. I'm so excited when I think about it. Cells in my body just scream out and they leap so much, my feet come off the ground. Did you see that? Oh, maybe next time. But Hip Hop Dreams, yeah, man, I'm so excited to talk about it. I'm so excited to bring it to the theaters in 2025, but I need your help. Hip Hop Dreams is about these 5 guys surviving a heist, living in Las Vegas. And they realize that banks don't have much money in them nowadays, so there's not a viable option anymore. Banks got just debts and credit now. That's all it is.
Welcome back to Vegas Views. Don Sullivan here with Torres Ingram, as well as Miss Kiara Johnson. Now, Miss Kiara, you have a story to tell.
No, I told you, I don't understand. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Kiara has done something incredible.
Yes, she has.
Amazing and incredible. Guys, it is not easy to lose weight as a woman. It's not easy to lose weight as a man either, but it is a woman is different, and it's not easy to lose weight. This beautiful young lady has lost how many pounds in total?
You're looking at me for an answer.
Yes.
Oh, 173.
173 pounds. Okay, one, I have like a question. Who loses 173 pounds? That's not even
A
like...
fat bitch. Obviously. What the hell?
How much pounds?
173?
173.
173.
173. So you lost 173 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, she's lost 173 pounds. Looking at her, you would never think it. She's so tiny. She's so little. This is true. I've seen pictures of her, and I actually knew her when she was a little bit heavier, not much heavier than this. Actually,
I was actually a lot heavier than this.
were you? Because you were always little to me. I felt like your frame is always little.
When I met you, I was like 210.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
No way. Anyway, I didn't think it was like that. Okay.
About
Guys,
200.
can you tell these guys actually how your weight loss journey started? Where, like in your head, where were you like, this is it, I'm not doing this anymore? Did it lead up gradually? Like, how did that work?
True story?
Yeah.
All right. So, true story. I bought a house with my then boyfriend.
Okay.
And we moved to Vegas.
Okay.
The day we got to Vegas, he proposed, and he was then my fiance. So it was our first night in our new house. He had surprised me, invited all of like our friends and family over, and then he proposed. It was like, oh, okay, cool. That night, we were laying in bed, and I said, honey, you know, this is cool, but if I'm fat, I'm not coming. And
wait, come again. You're not coming where?
To the wedding.
Yeah, and he was like, you're not coming where? And I was like, I'm not coming to the wedding.
Yeah, to the wedding.
And he was like, I don't understand. What do you mean? And I said, you can roll me down the aisle on Zoom. You can do whatever you need to do. But I refuse to show up to one of the most important days of my life and cringe at every piece of photo evidence.
Yeah.
I won't do it.
Yeah.
Because y'all can say what you want, but don't nobody give a damn about the groom at the wedding. It is all about the bride.
1,000%.
The pictures are all of the bride. You're going to find about 10 of the groom and about 1,400 of the bride.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just, I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to look at every picture and be like, wow, I look gross. I wasn't going to do that to myself. That wasn't going to be good for me mentally. Just, there was so much wrong with it. I was like, yeah, fuck that. So I told him, I was like, yeah, I gotta get small. And he was like, okay, we should start going to the gym. And I looked at him and I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna get weight loss surgery. Definitely. And he was like, okay. So then we sat on that. So I said I was gonna lose weight, and then 6 months passed, because that was in January. So then it's June, and he's like, hey, you said you wanted to lose weight, so I got us a gym membership. And I looked at him and I said, I want a gastric. I am entirely too fat to go to the gym and actually lose weight.
Yeah.
Like, you're fucking crazy.
And at that point in your life, did you have like a hard time getting up and down? Like, you were a big girl for your height.
Yeah, I was.
Were you moving or no?
Yeah, at my biggest, I was 317.
Was that hard to move around? Because that's a lot of weight for your little height.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember it being too difficult, not like extreme effort or anything.
Because if you think about it, like you see how small you are now, pack on a big backpack of 173 pounds.
It's about 3 of me now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 3 of you. How do you even
Well,
get
like
up
2.
and walk and
2 and some
stand?
change, yeah.
That's got to
2
be
and some
so
change.
difficult.
Yeah, I like I said, I remember it being harder than it is now, but I
Yeah.
don't remember it being terrible by
Yeah.
any means.
Yeah. But if you put that weight back on in one day now, you probably wouldn't be able to
Oh my
move.
god, I'd probably die.
Yeah, you're so little. Yeah.
I'd probably die. Like, oh my
So
god.
let me ask you, did you guys start going to the gym?
So he got the gym membership, and I looked at him and I was like, gastric? And he was like, give me 6 months. He said, go to the gym with me, give me 6 months and see what happens. In 6 months, if you're not seeing results, I will get you the surgery myself.
Okay.
We'll make it happen.
Fair enough. So you would put your energy in, effort in, and then he would get you the surgery.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this was in June, and then so 6 months, December. The wedding wasn't until the following August.
Okay.
So we had time to get the surgery, recovery,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. So I started going to the gym, June 1st, 2022.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I looked up, and by December, I had lost 50 pounds. And I was like, okay. There might be something to this whole gym shit.
Okay. Let me ask you, did you change eating the way you were eating, or was it just moving?
Okay, so I don't know. Yes, but it wasn't necessarily like
Not
on
as-
purpose.
Oh.
Okay. So it's not drastic.
It wasn't
drastic like how I don't eat carbs and I
No.
like, yeah.
I
It wasn't
literally,
anything drastic.
I'll tell everybody, I lost 173 pounds eating exactly what the fuck I want when the fuck I want. When I want cake, you watch me eat cake.
Oh yeah, she eats cake.
Yeah, when I want
She
ice
eats anything
cream,
she wants.
I eat
Yes.
whatever I want.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
make sure.
She's actually like kind of little restaurant connoisseur, like she's always eating something good, telling me what restaurants are cool, what restaurants are uncool, and I look at her and I'm like,
Because I'm a fat ass, guys, for real.
she is.
Like,
You
I'm
are
really
not-
a fat kid.
You're identifying as.
I identify as
Yeah.
a fat kid. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to identify because you're not. You're a baby. You're a tiny little thing. So you start taking off this weight, and when were you like, okay, this shit is working? Like I am.
There never came a point where I was like, this shit is working.
Right.
You just kept on doing it.
I mean, at some point, going to the gym became kind of a part of who I was. Like, I had made friends,
It's like breathing.
and my friends were like, hey, Kiera, we're going to work out. Shout out to Allie and Dory
Shout those people
and
out.
Ronaldo and Tony and
Where are these
Hava.
people from? Rep 'em. Where are they from?
Lifetime Fitness, Summerlin or Green
Lifetime
Valley.
Fitness, Summerlin, or Green Valley. That
Yeah.
was the home of Kiera's weight loss, right? Could we say
Yeah.
that? The home of Kiera's weight loss.
Listen, when
Are
I
those
tell
people
you,
the instructors there?
yeah.
Okay.
Listen, Allie will get your ass together if you give her the chance. I'm just telling you.
So you went there obediently. You made
5
friends.
days a week.
5 days a week.
I was in the gym 5 days a week.
Did your husband stick? Did he go with you?
He didn't stick.
He didn't stick.
No.
Was-
He lasted a bit, but
Okay.
he had a lot more going on in life. I am unemployed.
Yeah.
He
sure.
is not.
Sure.
He has bills to pay.
Yeah.
because I have a life that I need
And you
to
had weight to lose. He has bills
So,
to pay, and you had weight to
He,
lose.
yeah,
Yes.
so, you know, he had a lot of other things going on, so I never really faulted him for it, you know.
Sure, no. I understand.
But
So let me say then, you didn't get the surgery. When did you decide, oh, I'm not getting the surgery?
I never decided I wasn't getting the surgery. I guess December when I looked up and I was like, oh, 50 pounds? Okay, I guess I can just keep doing this. It'll come off slowly but surely.
Do you like your wedding pictures?
I do. Yeah, my wedding pictures are, listen, when I tell you.
So the self-esteem has changed.
When I tell you, you ain't seen a bride about as fine as she wanted to be. Okay, my girl JJ, love you, baby, had me laid and slayed. Okay, and
So that day, was it like this big, profound? Obviously, you're getting married. You're happy, but it was like, did you do one of those? Holy shit! Look what I did! Like, did you do that?
no, I think I did that. I did do that at my final dress fitting.
Yeah.
When
Like, look what I did. This is crazy. It's gonna be
no.
crazy.
I'm sorry, not the final dress fitting, but the dress fitting when I finally got my dress in. So I ordered my dress in October 2022. So at that point, I was weighing probably like 280-ish when I ordered my wedding dress because it was gonna take 6 months to come back or whatever. It got back in April.
Yeah.
And I had to go in to get it taken in. And I had to order my wedding dress in a size 26.
Okay.
By the time they were finished taking it in, they took it in to a size 10.
Wow.
So like, here, give the rest of this dress to the 8 people around
Dead
here.
ass here. Just make a few
Take out
veils, some
materials.
flower girl dresses.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
Kiera, you're such like a awesome, subtle person. This is what I love so much about you. You don't make a big deal of your achievements and accomplishments and whatever, but applause to you and like how and thank you for like encouraging other people too. And I know you don't talk about it a lot because you'll ask Kiera and I'll say, Kiera, tell this person how much she's lost and stuff. And I tell a lot of people about Kiera and she's so humble and kind, opposite of you. If you lost, I'm not kidding. No,
She's not wrong, but
if he
I lost 50 pounds, but it was 50 pounds of muscle because I got very sick. But,
yeah. No, I'm kidding. But if he lost 173 pounds, he'd just be on the camera right now. I'm Taurus. I lost 173 pounds. This is how you do it. Like,
don't make me ugly laugh. Ew, that was really ugly.
I'm just kidding. I'm just making fun of you, Taurus.
Oh, goodness.
You know when I make fun of you, I love you. But no,
Yeah.
it is true. And I just love how humble and kind you are. And you make people so comfortable to talk to you about this. But if you have any advice for anybody sitting there at 350 pounds, 400 pounds, 500 pounds, and they're in a spot where they need to get up, walk, and do this, what do you tell them? Like, what do you say? You've been there. You're that girl. You know. What do you say?
Make a friend. Genuinely, going to the gym was easier because I had people that made it fun, people that made me laugh while I was dying, like mid-wheeze, and these people have me cackling, trying to stay on my treadmill. Make a friend. Make a friend. Somebody to hold you accountable. And if you need me, I am here.
Yeah.
I'm always willing to be a friend.
At the end of the show, we're going to tell you how you can actually get in touch with Kiera through Rise Talent. She's now doing coaching. So through Rise Talent, she will be able to coach you out. She has an office there. She'll be able to give you guidelines. She's not going to help you with your food and stuff, but she is going to motivate you, and she's going to let you know that you can keep doing this, and she'll hook you up with her little friend group over there at Lifetime Summerlin and Lifetime Green Valley, where you can go ahead. So there's always an out, guys. So if you feel comfortable enough, contact Kiera. She is going to help you out, and we're all in this journey together. I appreciate you so much for telling that story because I know that's. I have one question for you too. Okay, so you go shopping now.
Oh my god, it's so weird. I hate
Okay,
it.
I was
the
gonna
body
say-
dysmorphia is a bitch for real.
Okay, because you pick up a clothing size that's like itty bitty tiny because you're itty bitty tiny. What does your brain say? Like,
I
that's
don't.
not for us. Like,
I don't. When I go into a store, I immediately pick up a 2X. Sometimes a 3X. But I go to like, you know how they have them in size order? I immediately go to the back. It's habit. Habit tells me that my size is in the back. So when I go, I pick up the one in the back and I look at it and I say, that looks a little too big. In my head, I'm like, that looks like it might be a little too big. But usually I have my mother-in-law or my child with me, and one of them will be like, hey, bitch, medium, small, god damn it, extra small. Like, they're like, oh, okay. But yeah, when I walk past a mirror, I still see 300 pounds. Like, it's difficult to...
You know, one of the proud moments for me, and I had nothing to do with Kiara's weight loss at all, but a proud moment for me is when you walked on a runway in LA, and we were all in LA on the trip that we do, IMTA, and you walked, and she's rolling her eyes at me, but like there was a part of me, and I say this to you a lot, because you know I'm a firm believer in like we do hard things, achieving, doing whatever you have to do to like get yourself to where you have to be the best version of yourself. And I'm like that. And there's so many things in my life. One day when someone interviews me, you'll be able to say, like, there are so many things I had to do to become who I am today. And when I look at you, I think, I trust you are going to do everything you say you're going to do, because you're the type of human that when your mind is set,
good luck stopping me.
me.
Like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I told you it was going to happen. So.
I couldn't love that anymore about you and for you. I love that because one, the weight loss and what you've done for your whole family. You showed your little girl, 11-year-old child, mommy could do anything. You showed your husband, it's possible. You can do anything. You showed your friends. You showed people that have just met you through the journey, like when you were a little heavier to now, even watching you shrink and watching this girl move. She just moves. She keeps walking and talking and moving and moving. She just doesn't stop, and this is what did it. And when I asked her, how'd you do it? She said, I just moved. Okay, girl. She moved, and she did. And it's like she changed her life and so many other lives by just moving. And then we were in New York City together. Karen and I have traveled a lot together, actually. We were in New York City.
We'd be outside.
Yeah, we'd be outside. We'd be outside.
Outside.
So we were in New York City together, and we were at an event, and she said, yeah, I think I'm going to go next January to Los Angeles and compete as a talent. And I said, okay, yeah, let's do it, modeling and acting. And she's like, yeah, and we went. And, like, not only watching her on the runway, I was like, this girl told me she was going to do this with barely any runway training. She killed it. And then when she got on that stage and they said she won for her monologue and she got her little emblem and she walked up there and whatever, she was kind of like, oh, me? Okay. But what I felt was like, damn, again, you did exactly what you said you were going to do.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
You do not need a gym membership. Do not let anybody tell you that you have to go to the gym. No, you do not.
Yeah.
Use the sidewalk. You better use that kitchen table, the kitchen chair.
The kitchen table. How do we use the kitchen
Listen,
table?
I will show you, baby.
Okay.
And it's not what you think. I mean, we could do a little of that too. But it's not like that. But yeah, the kitchen table, the chair, the sidewalk, like use some dishes, a backpack full of rocks, whatever you. But
case of water.
A case of water. Do not let anybody tell you, well, I can't afford a gym membership, so it doesn't. You don't need one. So
I love that, guys.
Cross that excuse off the list.
No,
Try again.
Is that kind of what it is? You think is an excuse? Like people like, oh,
I know for a fact that's an excuse. I used to be fat. I have all the excuses.
This is so good, guys. I'm so excited for anybody at this point to really contact Kiara and start your journey up with her. And I mean, the guidance is like no other. She is living proof. She's done it herself. She has changed her life and everyone around. And like I said, Kiara, you just do what you say you're going to do, and every day you get better and you become a better version of you. Since I met you to now, completely different, better version of who you are. No, thank you. Because having you around makes me feel like, okay, because we're all flawed. No one's perfect. Absolutely. I got a lot to clean up. And I know you probably feel that way too. You probably got a lot to clean up.
I'm like the most flawed.
I've got a lot to, no you're not. I've got a lot to clean up, and like you helped me to clean those things up, because if you can tell me back in July that you're going to do this in January, and then I'm watching you do this in January, and I'm like, she just did what she told me she was going to do again. And you did it so gracefully and so beautifully. And yeah, there were hiccups and bumps and tears and bruises in between and the way. Sweating in the studio, back and forth, walking. I'm like, Torres, what is she still doing? She's still walking. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, she's gonna stay there and walk for 3 hours constantly until her feet bleed. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she does what she's got to do to make it work, and I love that. Okay, guys, we've discussed weight loss. What do you got for us? You're quiet today.
I really wanted. This is my thing. When I knew Kiera was coming on, I did not know we were going to talk about weight loss until right before the show started.
Yeah.
But just listening, because I've heard the story. Obviously, I've hung out with Kiera. Her husband is a very close friend to me.
Yeah.
I broke bread with them, and she's fed me numerous times at her house.
Listen.
You know,
You
so
can
I
come
was
eat any day.
I was just there Saturday. So
You could come eat every day, but then go walk.
I was
Yeah.
just there Saturday.
Yeah, we'll
but,
go walk afterwards.
But nonetheless, I met Kiera kind of where she's at now. So to see the pictures of what was, like the person I didn't get to
Insane.
meet, it's
Yeah.
mind blowing to me. But when she does speak on her story, because she's very, like she says, she's very humble, very soft spoken about her journey with it. But when she does speak about it, I kind of just sit back and it's like, dang, that like I love being around people like that. You know, seeing somebody be in a situation where it's like they don't like their reality and then they do everything in their power to
change the
it.
reality.
You know, those are the
Yep.
type of people I love being around.
Yep.
You
I'll
know?
tell you something. It's so easy to judge. You judge, I judge, you judge,
Oh
we
my God,
judge.
I'm so judgy.
But reality is, like, when somebody is doing something about anything and they're moving in a forward direction, it's almost impossible to try to judge them. How can you judge
Right.
something? You know what I'm saying? And this world is so judgy. So I love you too as well. Like, if you're like, there's something wrong, you're going to fix it. That's kind of like what I want on my team too,
Right.
because I want to be that person as well. When there's something wrong, I always try to fix it. I don't like
Right.
something about me, I'm going to try to, you know me, I will try to fix it.
Right.
I'll fix all of it.
And Kiera will tell you what's the most important thing when I talk about in my Monday class. What's the most important thing to me? Begins with a P.
You?
No.
Okay, so he talks a little bit about the one common, he hates this, the one common complaint I get, because Rise gets complaints,
It's
of course
funny.
we're flawed, our company's flawed, we're all flawed, but we're a loving team. One thing, the Monday night theme, they love you, they love your class, they keep coming in. You had 52 people in your class last night, by the way, yeah, there's
Yeah,
52
it was
people,
packed
and
in there
It
last
looks
night.
packed with 52?
52
Yeah.
people in and out of that place
Jesus.
last night, good retention, they love you, that's great, but shut up.
You
They
talk
don't
about you so
care.
damn much.
He gets there and to the new people. Let me tell you
My
who
name
I
is
am,
Taurus
where
Ingram, and I
come
lost
from.
100 and
It's introducing.
I got baptized. I lost 173
Uh-huh.
pounds. No, you didn't. She did. Oh, she did. But I know her. So no, I'm just kidding. But the ongoing theme is that Taurus talks about himself a lot, which is amazing. We love you for it, and thank you for educating all these people. But on a serious note, I told you that once. I said the only thing I ever want from you is what? Give back to them.
Right.
When you learn something, you give back to the
Right.
next person. You're not perfect, I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, but if we can give a little bit of our journey that's going to help somebody else, that's all that matters. I appreciate that you talk. I appreciate because when they hear your story, they look at you and they all look up to you and they know this guy can do this and that, I can do this and that. This girl can do that, I can do this and that.
Right.
You know, they say this is how impactful it is to just be in community and do things out of love.
Right.
Okay.
So the big thing that I was trying to say, what she said was me. That was the joke. But the most important thing I say to my students in class is progress. That's the biggest thing I
That's
care
it.
about. So once I
Progress.
see you progressing in some type of capacity, and everybody's progression is different.
Yeah.
Some people progress and do quantum leaps. Some is just step by step,
Baby
every day, every
steps.
week. You know. So, but once I see there's movement and there's change, no matter how little or how
Yeah.
big and massive it is,
Yeah.
I salute that and I love that, I respect that, and I want you around.
Yep.
You know, so to see even Kiera's progress from where I met her at to now, I've seen her progress. Not so much in the Molly side, of course, because I've worked with her, you've worked with her, but just her as a person, and even in her journey as well in the gym, and like we talk about the gym and stuff like that. So I know that there's still strides, and then the Spartan. We didn't even talk about the Spartan races.
Oh, I love my
Before we
Spartan.
get into the Spartan races, I do want to say something. From 173 pounds to runway, Kiera and Torres will both be on a show. It is what? What show is this?
All Black Everything.
Oh.
Am I
Black
allowed to
Everything.
say that?
Yes, it's the name of
Yes.
the show.
It's the name of the show, honey.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All black everything, and it is at Area 15. It's going to be an epic, amazing show. These
Tomorrow
two,
night, 6
tomorrow night,
p.m.
6 p.m. These, please come check it out, guys. These two will be modeling in it, so I think that is incredible. From on the couch, 173 to
No,
runways.
317, baby.
173
What did I
lost.
say? 103.73 lost. 370. That's crazy.
Listen,
Guys, we have 2 minutes, and before we go, please, is it this camera? Please tell these people how to get in touch with you. Your Instagram, honey. They could don't give them your phone number, girl, because they'll be
I-
calling you at 2 a.m.
I won't. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't think my husband would like that. What is my Instagram though? I have to think about it.
It's
It's
Kiara.
_Kiara.
Kiara.
KHIARA. That is me.
And our production will put that underneath for you guys, and so you can get in touch with Kira at any time. Just shoot her a message. Ask her questions. She's funny and lovable and serious, but she will help you.
I'm
Okay?
kind of an asshole, so I apologize, but I'll be funny.
And this is why we're friends.
So, so then I'm right when I'm like I hang out with a bunch of assholes.
Yes.
Yeah.
One
Oh
thousand
yeah.
percent.
Because as I say about you guys
Absolutely.
sometimes.
Yeah.
No, like
for
when I
sure.
text- Yeah.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
tell people that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Very fair.
Okay, guys. Also, Rise Talent. I just got something from David Anthony and Mike Jones casting. I'm looking for security guards from the age of 20 to 40 years old. I believe it's said for the night of Valentine's Day, $250 flat rate. I will put that on my media today, but I'm just putting it out to you guys as well. Levi's commercial. And what was the other one? Nike. LeBron. The Nike commercial as well. Rise Talent will be casting on the 15th for IMTA New York City. We've got a lot going on there. A brand new class schedule. We've got stunts going on there.
And our stunts teacher is great.
Our stunt teacher is absolutely great. We have a new kids teacher. She's absolutely amazing. Thank you for our new crew. Thank you for Texas Battle for putting together my entire acting department. But even more important, thank you so much for Maria. For social media shows, supporting me from literally like day one of Rise and always. And Maria, I love you so much, and thank you so much for being my friend and for doing this show and putting me on and letting me have a platform. To my haters,
We love you.
try again. I'm still winning. Have a good show.